Welcome to another episode of Coral Living, Christmas edition. Now, as you can see here, I'm sporting this nice festive shirt that my wife got me, representing for one of the Christmas classics, Christmas Vacation out there. Let me know down in the comments, what's your favorite Christmas movie of all time? And yeah, with all this festiveness going on, it's got me thinking about the reason for the season. Now, what is that reason for you? Have you even thought about it? Because you can turn this time into a special time for yourself, or at least you can do something productive with it. Now, one thing that this time of the year really exposes is how diverse our belief systems all really are. There are so many religions out there, many philosophical beliefs, lots of ways of life that people have that are all different. Now, we try to call it holiday season to make it, palatable for everyone. For me, growing up, it was Christmas. I grew up in a Christian household. We went to church. We celebrated the birth of Jesus. And I think I played every nativity character there was to play growing up throughout the years. And it was good times, man. It was good times. And as a kid, the reason for the season for me definitely was gifts. Although there was all that Jesus talk, I was definitely big about what was going to be under that tree in the morning. I can remember, man, the lead-ups to Christmas as a kid. Sitting in bed with my brother at night. I remember having this Game Pro magazine. One year, I really wanted the Super Nintendo, so bad. And it came. I got it. And that was one of the best holidays I ever had. I think I played Street Fighter 2 and Zelda: A Link to the Past. I know I'm really showing my age talking about some of those games. But that was what I did. And it was great. Now, depending on what you believe, might trigger or invoke in you some emotions. A lot of people get really sad this time of the year. And I think that's due to the expectation of what they think this holiday should be all about. Now, the commercialization would love you to believe that it's all about gifts and having tons of things. As I've grown older, I've kind of gotten tired of that. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm just like anyone. I always like the idea of getting a sweet gift. Who doesn't? It's nice. But really, in retrospect, when you think about it and you see kind of all the problems it causes, I've come from the camp of being in the I don't have a lot, to give, and not that I've ever had a ton, but at least enough. I've been in better circumstances to give. And I think it puts a lot of pressure on people to, have this need within themselves to dole out all this cash that they don't have, to make people feel happy and to feel like they belong, or that, they'll be kind of ostracized or looked down upon if they don't give a ton of gifts. I would never hold it against anyone if they didn't get me a Christmas gift because they had to watch their bank account. I get it. Especially now, in times like the ones we're living in where inflation is skyrocketing. I think we should be maybe pulling back on some of this stuff. And to make his life easy for people as we possibly can. For many, this time of year is about giving. A lot of people, God bless them, man. They use their Christmas days to help feed the poor and give to the needy. And that's amazing. Maybe one year, I guess, maybe I'll have to do something like that. I don't want to force myself to do something that I feel like I wouldn't be able to put my whole heart into. I'm in the phase right now where I've got my kids, and I kind of get to relive Christmas a bit through them right now. They get fired up. It's amazing to see them in the morning. They get up, they run downstairs. They just want to open their gifts just like I did when I was a kid. Kind of reminds me of what it was like and gives me that feeling back again. Which is nice to have, right? And I don't want to miss that thing. But I've also been on the side of the fence during this time of the season where I felt alone and down and depressed. And I feel like I probably squandered those times with maybe too much drinking or doing things I shouldn't have been doing. I think if maybe you're in that camp this year, you could use it maybe as a time to plan for the future and self-reflect and think about, maybe why you feel the way that you feel and what you could do maybe to change that, or reach out to someone who, you could maybe spend time with. It's tough, right? When you're feeling down and it looks like everyone else is having so much fun, trust me, it's not as beautiful as everyone makes it out to believe or makes it out to seem. They've got their own things. I can see it in the people that spend way too much money. In the back of their mind, they're like, oh my God, I got to pay for all this shit. And, that's not a good place to be either, right? Now, that's just one aspect of the holiday. There's also the philosophical, the religious parts, the moral camps, the ways of living. All these things kind of get highlighted through this holiday season. Now, even though I don't subscribe to a lot of my old traditional beliefs, I don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. I think there's some great messages within there. When I think of the Christian message of, Jesus coming to earth, light entering the darkness, hope for humanity, a new future, the kingdom of God, I think on those things and what they mean to me. I've kind of, they've kind of blended in with who I am and what I believe and how I live my life. They're part of who I am now. So what is that for you? I think maybe just bringing some attention to it. Take some time maybe this holiday. I've been trying to do that a lot. Just turning off the radio in my truck at work, getting ready, just thinking about what does this time of the year mean to me? Because it is a big part of humanity. It seems like the whole world stops at this time of the year to celebrate whatever it is they're going to celebrate. Even if they have their other big days. I know lots of religions have other days where they celebrate or they have their biggest celebrations. But a lot of the world still shuts down. Like, if those religions are in Western countries, because everything else has stopped, they got to stop too, right? So they do their own things with their families through their own beliefs. So what is it for you? What is this reason for the season all about for you? For me, I think it's a lot about just spending time with family. I look forward to watching some classic movies with my kids that they've never seen before. I think we'll have some pajama days where we watch movies and eat popcorn. And then we'll probably have some days where some friends come over and we play board games. Hopefully I can get some reading in, just some downtime, relax, not worried about having to get up early to go to work every day. Should be nice for me. That's kind of where it is for me this year. I'm sure I'll spend some time in self-reflection and thinking about the future and where things are going. But that's all I really wanted to talk about. The reason for the season. What is it for you? Leave it in the comments. Let me know. And if you like the show, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share it with a friend. And folks, until next time, stay spiritual.